Michigan football fans, it is me, James Yoder, your host of the Michigan Football Report. We might have something to talk about today. I'm going to walk you through some speculation that the Big Ten football season could be saved for this fall. Before we get into the latest news and presidential rumors, I want to make sure you guys know, got to subscribe to the channel. We've got a goal to hit 7,000 subscribers before the end of the week. We've been sitting around 642 the last couple of days, so we need 58 of you guys. Hit the subscribe button. If we get to 7,000, I think it's a good sign. We might have a Michigan football season. Got all kinds of information on what the season has in store for us coming up on the Michigan Football Report right now. Welcome back. I want to make sure you guys understand that I'm wearing this black shirt in protest of Big Ten President Mark Schlissel and his vote of no to keep a fall 2020 Big Ten season. We'll talk about that here in a second. But if you guys want the 2020 season, if you're craving Michigan football, if you don't want to wait till spring of 2021, which is probably a pipe dream, or next fall, wait an entire year without Michigan football, go ahead and type Go Blue. I want you guys to show support. Let me send this to Mark Schlissel, show him how many of you guys want to see a Michigan football season. Our first story comes up today is on Donald Trump. You all saw over the weekend Biden, Trump going back and forth, trying to win those key Big Ten states in the November election, like Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. Joe Biden trying to put out a video saying, hey, it's Donald Trump's fault that your stadiums are empty. Donald Trump comes back and has multiple tweets in the last few days about wanting Big Ten, demanding Big Ten football to come back and play, but he dropped a doozy on us right here today. I want to show you his tweet from this morning. Had a very productive conversation with Kevin Warren, commissioner of the Big Ten, about immediately starting up Big Ten football would be good. Great for everyone. Players, fans, country, and this is the part that I actually didn't see when it initially came out. I glossed over this one. On the 1 yard line. Now, that means 1 yard line from the end zone, from game starting. What a great story. I hope it doesn't mean 99 yards to go, which you never know with Trump. He exaggerates. He shifts the truth around here and there. That's not a political thing. We all know that to be the truth. So President Trump tweeted support, talked to Kevin Warren, and a lot of speculation out there that Kevin Warren is an avid Democrat, and a lot of people making accusations with the lack of communication that the Big Ten has had towards the cancellation in the month of August, that this is a politically motivated move by a liberal commissioner, a liberal-leaning group of 14 presidents. And if Trump got on the phone with Kevin Warren and he tweeted out that he has, some sort of agreement in place to get them to the 1 yard line, the most interesting part is that third point above Trump's head, which is the rumors are swirling. A lot of speculation out there that Trump listened to what Warren said, had a rebuttal for it, because Trump wants Big Ten football to play, because he wants to win the election. He wants to take credit for it, to get people like you, who are Michigan football fans, to say, well, he brought me back my favorite football team. I'm going to vote for him. Now, whether you're going to do that or not, who the hell knows? But that is the motivation for Trump. Rumors out there that he promised financial support to implement rapid testing for Big Ten schools, which seems to be the biggest stalling point in getting a season going. So, I want to ask you guys this question. What are your thoughts here? Let's just say, for instance, that you are unsure who you're voting for, which is probably tough to believe. But if Trump saved the season, if what he did today with Kevin Warren, giving financial support, putting pressure on the Big Ten presidents, if that saves the Big Ten season this fall, so you can compete for a national championship, so you could have a potential, Michigan-Ohio State game, whether it's Thanksgiving, whether it's after, a fall season, does he win the election? Type Y for yes. Type N for no. I want to know what you guys think. I'm going to pin this down in the comments section. You might get hit with a YouTube ad break while you do. So while the ad plays, go down, type Y for yes. Trump wins the election if he saves the season. Type N for no. I want to make sure you guys know about the deals of the day for Michigan football. If there's a season that comes around, you're going to be hanging out with friends watching games. You're going to be out there trying to support your team. You got to do it with a Michigan football mask. These 3-packs are not only are they back in stock, they've been out of stock a ton recently, they're also on sale. 3-pack of Michigan football face masks. You can stay safe Only $20, normally $25, so 20% off. Go to chatsports.com/blue mask. It'll redirect you right to the page to buy those bad boys. Get that deal. Don't pay full price. And my favorite deal that I saw the month of August, it's still going on in September, the Jordan Polo. I bought one of these for myself. I bought these ones for a couple friends, bought one for my wife. It says Mays Jordan Polo. That's okay. It's the blue Jordan Polo. Only $36. Chatsports.com/mpolo. $36. Normally $75. Chatsports.com/npolo. Let's take a look at some positivity from the media, because you guys know the media has been incredibly negative when it comes to coronavirus, college football season, sports. They want you to think that you're going to walk outside, someone sneezes, and you drop dead. Not the case. Dan Patrick, longtime SportsCenter anchor. Maybe you haven't heard his show in a few years. He's been away from ESPN for about a decade, but still has a very popular morning radio show. Says, from source, if conference can pass updated safety measures and procedures, Big Ten targeting October 10th. October 10th, which is 6 Saturdays, I believe my math, right? 12th, 19th, 26th. 5 Saturdays after the season was supposed to start, this Saturday, September 5th. So 5 Saturdays later, October 10th, football season, per Dan Patrick. And there's a lot of positivity in that regards, but of course, there's been a ton of negativity. Basically, every single writer for The Athletic, I swear, they just are rooting for college football to be canceled. This guy's not an athletic writer, but he's a respected, I've been told, Nebraska football writer. Says, he talked to Nebraska's AD, who has some sort of subcommittee, yada, yada, yada. You can see the tweet that basically is stomping out the report that a season could return in October. And I really think you're going to see this play out. You see this play out in the media over the next few weeks. If Trump is influential or vital in bringing a Big Ten season back, I truly think you're going to see members of the media that are so blind and enraged by Donald Trump's existence. And I didn't vote for Trump. I'm not saying that I'm supporting by any means, but if he can bring back the Michigan football season, God bless him. But I think there's going to be people who are going to be actively pushing against a season to happen just so Trump doesn't get credit. And I'm going to talk about that here in a few moments, about how the Michigan football media, and really the college football media in general, has sickened me. There's one tweet kind of stomping out the optimism, but that is for you guys to decide. We're at 6,942 subscribers now. I need 58 more of you guys for there to be a Michigan football season. At least I was told by the big wigs and the fat cats at Chat Sports that make all the rules. Probably doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things, but it'll help us keep our goal. And if there's a season that does come around, we can be back to business doing the show 5, 6, maybe 7 days a week. I talked to you right there about the Michigan football media, the college football media. Speaking of the media, I mentioned a couple of moments ago, it's just how disappointed, how sickened I am with the Michigan media and a lot of the college football media in general. A lot of Ohio State fans follow me on Twitter. That's no news to anybody who's active on Twitter. A lot of Ohio State fans reply to me, etc. And as such, I see their tweets, they see mine, and their media, and not just their media, their coaches, their administrators are advocating loudly and proudly for a Big Ten football season. But on the other side, the Michigan football media, the local blog boys, the radio guys, they're advocating for a season to be canceled, or they're shutting their mouth because they don't want to piss anybody off and lose their bootlicking access of a media credential that allows them to go watch their favorite football team for free and get a couple thousand page views on their crappy blog articles. But I saw someone sent me a link this morning of Sam Webster's podcast. I call him Sloppy Sam because he's just he sickens me in general. That's why I call him Sloppy Sam. Advocating, saying the Big Ten made the right decision because of the risk to the players. What risk, Sam? What risk? Let's talk about the facts here. Sam doesn't like me. A lot of Michigan media members don't like me because I don't bullshit. I don't sugarcoat stuff. I give you the facts. And here's the facts. Michigan football players have been on campus for almost 3 months now. Not a single player has been hospitalized from the coronavirus. Let's continue. Michigan football players and staffers, over 1,000 tests in the month of August for the program. Over 1,000 tests. Not one single positive test. Okay? So why are we going to take it away? Why are you going to advocate for their season to be canceled? Sam, okay? Not one single positive test. So no hospitalizations in 3 months. Like 10 positive tests total. None in the month of August. All right. And Mark Schlissel, the president of the university, someone who was bullied into firing Dave Brandon due to social media pressure from people like you and me back in 2014. He is such a coward. He's willing to have 30,000 students back on campus, or more than that, whatever the undergrad enrollment and grad enrollment is at the University of Michigan, all paying $30,000, $40,000 a year to line his pockets, to line the pockets of the regents and everybody involved with the school. He's willing to have them on campus, but he says it's too much of a risk to play a football season and won't have the guts to even walk down to Schembechler Hall, take a short luxury car ride, which I'm sure he drives down, to talk to the team, look them face to face, eye in eye, and say, this is why you're not playing your football season. This is why you seniors will never line up for the Michigan football program again. And the fact that the local media is so worried about making somebody mad that they won't even say a single word or even talk about a single fact negatively towards Schlissel, towards anybody in Michigan about saving the season, absolutely sickens me. They're a disgrace. They should be ashamed of themselves. And oh, by the way, guys, hey, Sam, if there's no football season for Michigan, I'm saving your job here, okay? I'm putting pressure on them. Your job at WTKA, gonzo, if there's no season, okay? So you might want to worry about number one. But speaking of Mark Schlissel, yesterday I went on Twitter and I was just losing my mind. I told Michigan football they were dead to me, and not the players. I support the players, not the coaches. I support the coaches and they want to play. They all want to play. But Mark Schlissel, confirmed by the Big Ten yesterday, voted to cancel the season back in August, in early to mid-August, when the season came to a halt, a week after, or less than a week after the schedule was put out there. Big Ten voted 11-3. They confirmed in response to a Nebraska's player lawsuit to save the season yesterday on Monday. Mark Schlissel, one of those people who voted no, and I was told he was an advocate. He was one of the leaders in the cancel the season movement among Big Ten presidents. Ohio State, of course, Nebraska and Iowa presidents were the only ones who voted no to not cancel a season, in sense saying voting yes to save the season. And a Michigan football season cannot be canceled without consequences in my eyes. So I want to ask you guys this question here. Does Michigan need to fire Mark Schlissel? Who can make the decision? Well, it's the Board of Regents, who are an elected group of, 7, 10 people, whoever they are, esteemed business people and alumni. But they also are people who can cave to political pressure. So I'm going to put this onus on you guys. I want you to vote. Should Michigan fire Schlissel, type F? Should they keep Schlissel, type K? Type F, fire. Type K if keep. And if you want to give Schlissel a piece of your mind, go ahead and call his office right there, 734-764-6270. Don't do anything obnoxious. Don't go crazy. Don't swear at him. You probably won't get to talk to him. Leave a voicemail. Tell him who you are, what Michigan football means to you. If you're an alum, tell him what year you graduated. If you donated or you're a season ticket holder, tell him about that. And tell him how the thing that keeps you connected to the university years after graduation or years after you were a kid growing up rooting for Michigan is the football program, is athletics. Make sure he knows that, because I, frankly, am just not that certain that he does. I want to tell you guys one more time before we get out of here about Fanatics. I want to make sure you know about the mask special. Those are back in stock and on sale. 3-pack for only $20. Chatsports.com/blue mask, or the blue Jordan Polo. This is the best deal I've seen forever. If you don't have a need for one right now, buy one for somebody for Christmas. Just get it right now. Stuff it away until Christmas Day. Only $36, normally $75. Chatsports.com/mpolo. Last question before we wrap up the show. If there's a season, who is going to be the starting quarterback? I want to know from you guys. Go down in the comment section. Type DC for Dylan McCaffrey. Type JM for Joe Milton. There's been a lot of buzz that Joe Milton was the guy that was winning the job throughout the fall. So type DC for Dylan McCaffrey. Type JM for Joe Milton. Thanks so much for watching the Michigan Football Report. Guys, it's been a crazy last 6 months. It's been a brutal offseason for Michigan football fans. If there's a season, I'm going to be with there the entire fall, maybe into the spring, hopefully not. But make sure you subscribe to the channel by hitting this button right here. And got some more Michigan football content for you right here and right here for the Michigan Football Report. If you want to watch these, see you next time. Go Blue.